afternoon, everybody, and welcome. We are having a little walk around Gibraltar today. It's a nice day. Mr. Braz needs his exercise. And I heard news that apparently our upstairs area in the casino, which is here, is apparently moving downstairs. So we're going to have a new place for the poker, apparently from Tuesday. That'll be there. But yeah, we got a lovely day today. It's like a tiny bit overcast, but I think that's going to clear within the next sort of half hour to hour. But we're just going to have a walk around the town. We'll go through the town. We'll have a little walk by the marina. And then I think we come back here, because I'm going to watch the footy. Man U against Liverpool today. Should be fun. I don't know why they've got all of these ribbon things here. Is it some special? Maybe this was for like Easter, I guess. Thank you, Mike Carrison. I hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, lovely day here today, Mike. It looks like a tiny bit overcast. It's like one of those sort of sunny yet hazy days. But then I think the haziness is going to clear in about half an hour or so. Apparently. How's the quality of the stream, by the way? So I'm on a new phone. I managed to somehow break the screen on my last one. Dropped it like on its head and the screen cracked. So I've got a new one. Hope it looks good. Let me know how it looks, how it sounds, etc. Ratto coming in with the 15 months. Thank you, Ratto. Appreciate that, buddy. How are you doing? How are we doing, Mr. Flat? So I'm going to watch the footy here later. Man U Liverpool. We're going to be watching it there. How are we doing, Ratto? How does the stream look and sound, guys? I'm not muted, am I? Wait, I don't think I'm muted, am I? Let me know. It's all good? How does it look? Because it's a new phone that I'm on. This is the first time that I'm streaming from this. So hopefully it looks and sounds good. Sound is fine? Excellent, excellent. Jorasar coming in with the 44 months. Jorasar, I've got a cannon for you here, buddy. Can we put Jorasar in that and fire him out of it as a celebration for 44 months, perhaps? I bet you would, Jorasar. I mean, you'll have walked past this, so this is actually just around the corner from our curry sushi restaurant. If you remember that place. That was quite good, actually, the old curry sushi place. Pretty reasonable. But if you're missing Gibraltar, Joro, I bring Gibraltar to you. Do you ever think you and Emma will come back here? Yes, and we did. So we also ate at the curry place, the little bay. I wasn't impressed with that one, actually. I thought that one wasn't the most amazing. Oh, will you now, Mr. Kieran? I assume we're going to see you at the poker room then, when you're back. Now, this is important for you to know, Kieran. As from this Tuesday, the poker room is moving, albeit not very far. But where it was on the sort of upstairs of that building, it's instead going to be downstairs and a bit across. They've, like, renovated some new area. So, as from Tuesday... I'm sure that was the right place anyway. How are we doing, Mr. Badmod? Badmod, how goes the job hunting? Have we successfully found a new position? Or are we still on the verge? It's a little bit windy. So there's the curry sushi place, Joro. The very famous, very aptly named curry and sushi, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. So as you can see, it's a little bit hazy at the moment. It's not like your perfect clear blue sky, but apparently it will be soon. And yeah, it's a little bit windy, but nothing ridiculous. But the temperature's very across here. Oh yeah, and it's a bit like Amsterdam now, Gibraltar. So they have these brand new cycle lanes. These pop up everywhere. Gibraltar is literally the new Amsterdam. Look at this. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Sustainability, bikes, taking priority. As you can see, it's packed as well. Busily used. Gibraltar, the new Amsterdam. So if you happen to see these blue things, watch out for the bikes. They might run you over. They will in Amsterdam. They've got no mercy, those bikes there. My goodness. Oh yes, Kieran, we got to do that as well. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely a bit of karaoke. That is a man after my heart, chat. You see how I don't even have to mention karaoke to him? He just mentions it to me. That's my man. That's the guy. How are you doing, Pumpy? Lovely to see you, my dear. There's the Rock. The Rock. Oh, I just missed this one. I caught the end of the Rangers Celtic match. I don't know how UB Poker will feel, because like they were losing when I saw it for most of the second half, but managed to escape with a 3-3 draw. So I assume that UB is happy, albeit not thrilled. Better to take a draw than a loss, of course. But we're going to sneak across it. Yeah, Gaucho's is pretty good actually. So this was our steakhouse, Joro, where we had, what was it we had? We had some big fancy steak that was very tasty there. That was indeed very good. Tomahawk, that was the one, yeah. We got the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk was very solid. Yeah, I would say probably one of the better steakhouses, Gaucho's, if you come to Gibraltar. Very easy to find as well. Just by like the central bus station / town centre. So you can't miss it. Hey Johnny, what for the 27 months? Thank you, Johnny. We're going to be watching the footy. I didn't realise Wickham had a final today. I was rather rude to Johnny, my apologies. He tells me they have a crucial match. I was like, oh, 14th place. I didn't remember that being crucial at the end of the season. But no, they have a final today, EFL Cup final, against the very posh Peterborough. So massive good luck to you. I hope that goes well. Price for what? Bad mod. How much what? Thank you so much, Johnny. Really, really appreciate that. We're going to be watching a bit of Man U as well. A bit of Man U Liverpool. A bit later. I posted a picture of my Sunday roast, by the way. It was very good, Johnny. I went to O'Reilly's and the beef was very well cooked. The lamb was very well cooked. It was all delicious. So I enjoyed that. So between two of us, Bad Mod, I think it was like, I'll say 80 quid, something like that, Joro. I think, without sides. That was just for the steak. I think it was something like that. Why would you want to watch Man U against Liverpool? It seems like you're in a good mood. Well, I'm hoping that we can get some kind of repeat from our FA Cup match last week, and not a repeat of what happened against Chelsea or Brentford, because that was not fun. But as a football fan, we got to endure the hard times, and there have been many hard times for Manchester United. But that's how it is as a football fan. So hopefully it'll be a match that I can enjoy the whole thing and not have to rage quit, but we'll see. How's it to live in Gib? I like it, Tommy. I like it a lot. The people are friendly. The weather is generally very good. It's tax-free in many elements, including there is no alcohol tax, there is no cigarette tax. Not that I smoke, but in many elements, it's a nice place to live. I would recommend it. Medical system, it's pretty much the same. Like if you're working here, they have like a sort of NHS system. Listen, don't knock the NHS, Tommy Luco. If you lived in most parts of the world, including the United States of America, you would find that the medical system is rather expensive, to the point that if you get some serious injury, you could just be mortgaging your house because of it. Do not knock the NHS. The NHS is a glorious service that keeps people healthy for free, as opposed to many countries where if you don't have the money, you just sell your house or sell your kidney or whatever to get it sorted. So, It could be a lot worse for you, Tommy. It could be a lot worse for you. The town centre is very British looking. It's your sort of classic high street here, with actually quite a few classic high street shops as well. That's what I'm saying, cooking it. You get sick in the States and you're just done, you know? It's like, oh, you can't pay for it? Well, sorry. Either you're taking a loan out or a second mortgage, or you're just on the knacker's yard, you know? And that's not fantastic, really. Cost of living is fairly similar, I would say, Tommy Luco. It depends sort of where you're comparing it to. It's gone up a lot the last few years, but I think the same can be said for absolutely everywhere in the world. Inflation at the moment is just insane. And hopefully things will calm down at some point, but it doesn't look like it is. Only good thing we have in Morocco is free hospitals. That's excellent, bad mod. And again, I feel that's like how it should be. Grand scheme of things, if you're sick, you should be entitled to some healthcare, you know. If you have a job that pays 70k a year, well, it's all relative, Tommy. I don't know whether you're single or whether you're married with 4 kids. You know, your situation is very relative, very different to mine probably, and yeah, 70k a year for me, yeah, that would be more than enough. But if you've got 4 kids and some of them are sort of university age and stuff, who knows, mate? I'm sure you know sort of what your outgoings are, what your bills are. Electricity here is very cheap, I have to say. In terms of like bills, I pay almost nothing every month, which is pretty insane. Because I remember in Amsterdam it was crazy. UK it wasn't like so bad, but in Amsterdam electricity prices were just bonkers. But I think if you're getting 70k a year, grand scheme of things, you should be doing all right, I would have thought. It's not bad here. It's kind of a little bit hazy. I wouldn't say we've got a clear blue sky. It's a bit overcast, but the sun is threatening to come out and shining a little bit. But yeah, most of the jobs in Gib, there's a lot of like e-gaming stuff here, Tommy. So like the headquarters of Party Poker, 888, Bet365. Oh no, is it Bet365? No, 32 Red. 32 Red was the one I was thinking of. There's loads of like e-gaming companies here. I don't know what you do. Yeah, it depends. It depends if there are things that you're able to do here. Yeah, so I would compare it as very similar to London. I always say that. I lived in London and Amsterdam before I came here. It's all fairly similar. I am rolling, Jay. I'm going to watch it with Johnny Watford as well. Johnny Watford's given me an invite to watch it. So we're going to have a couple of bevies. He's got a cup final to watch with the mighty Wycombe Wanderers, so hopefully they'll do well. I'm obviously hoping we can have some kind of reasonable repeat like we did against Liverpool a few weeks ago. Hardware engineer for storage systems and specialised in virtualizations. I wouldn't know what the job opportunities are looking like in that field, but you never know. I mean, reach out to people, see if there's any potential, any interest. And if you find something, then good luck to you. Sky have been blocking your illegal sites. Well, that's the use of a VPN, Pumpy. Use your VPN, you can use whatever you like. Or maybe you've got some settings on, Pumpy. It might be that you've set it to like family friendly or something. So maybe on your end you've got to change your settings. It's a weird day. It's like, it looks like the sun is threatening to fully come out, and I think it might do, but it hasn't yet. So we'll see if we get there or not. That is true, Pumpy, yeah. VPN is going to slow things down. Oh, it's all on Sky's end, is it? Blooming useless Sky. You can always phone them up and say, like, look, mate, either I get to visit my sites that I want to visit, or I'm going to change provider. Threaten them, Pumpy. Even if there is no other good provider, just threaten them, and hopefully they'll do something. Okie dokie, Johnny, I'll see you there. Are you looking 4:30 or still 5-ish for the footy? Because I'll definitely be aiming to get there for kickoff. But you got to try, Pumpy. Give it a bash. Maybe it'll work. It's reasonably quiet in the town centre today. I thought for such a nice day, it might be bustling a bit more. I'm just having a general walk around Gibraltar Safety. So we're walking through the town centre at the moment. I'll walk up by the cable car station, but not actually go up the cable cars. Then I'll sort of curve around and go towards where the marina is. The marina's always a lovely view. If it's cleared up by then we'll be laughing. And then I guess by that time, I'll circle back around and go watch the footy. So we got an hour and 10 minutes before the football, which means I have an hour and 10 minutes with you. I'd love to stream the football, but for many reasons that wouldn't work, unfortunately. But lovely, Pumpy, lovely. 4:30 bus from there. I think it'll be about 5. No worries, Johnny. I shall see you there. 5 p.m. You'll like to see the sights. Well, you've come to the right place, Lenny. We're here in glorious Gibraltar. It's a bit of a quiet day in the town centre today. And we're just having a walk, getting some exercise, because, you know, it's a good thing to do. Get out, get some fresh air, touch a bit of grass, as they say. I played footy on Friday to get my exercise in as well. Like, why would a pub be closed on Sunday? Unless they're just actually fully closed. Why would you be closed on a Sunday? Surely Sunday would be busy, you would think. But then actually a lot of the town centre's closed on Sunday. I'm noticing this, yeah. That's shut. Is it like some special holiday that I'm not aware of in Gibraltar where just everywhere's closed? Apart from this place, which seems fairly busy. But yeah, it seems like a lot of the shops are closed today. It's adorable that they have benches. Well, they have a lot of adorable things in Gibraltar. They even have telephone boxes because they're so popular for the tourists. There was actually a bid to get rid of the telephone boxes. Some of the people thought, a bit old, a bit archaic, let's get rid of them. Well, I know, telephone boxes are very British, and we shall be keeping our telephone boxes. Equally, I do see a post box, which also looks very British ahead of us. Britain, Britain, Britain. So I'm going to a pub later to watch the footy, and I'm sure we'll have a couple of beers while I'm watching it. Yeah, here's your classic British post box here. There you go. Oh, and we have something on top of it. What is this? It looks like someone's knitted something. Ah, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. It's like an Easter thing. Very nice. How cute is that, chat? That's adorable. Got an Easter bunny there. Got a little cheeky. And I'm not sure what that is in the middle. But that's lovely. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. That's fantastic. I wonder how long that took to knit. My goodness. That's quite the crocheting skills. But that's beautiful. Yeah. I am Stooshy. I am. Look at this hat on this post box. This is beautiful.
What is it?
It's beautiful.
A bunny and a birdie and a troll.
Is it a troll in the middle? I wasn't sure what it was in the middle. It's a troll. Okay, there you go. I've been reliably informed the middle thing is a troll. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Classic British shops here, Marks and Spencer's. Sadly, they have nothing fresh though, which is a bit sad. Only frozen food. I feel robbed by the Gib Marks and Spencer's. We need fresh things here. Fresh food. It's like I could be walking anywhere in Britain, a Stussy, classic high street, and yet we're in Gibraltar. Of all the places in the world to be, we're in Gibraltar. And in about 5 minutes, I'll get to show you the rock again, because we'll be at the other end. Oh, you think it's a gnome in the middle? I don't know. I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but it was interesting. It was very interesting. I was just impressed with the general crocheting skills. You wouldn't know British streets. Cheeky bras, of course. Irish Stussy, of course. How do town centres look in Ireland compared to British town centres? But yeah, it seems like everything's closed on a Sunday. I guess you can have a day off, like, that's fair enough. Ignore Nightbot, by the way. Nightbot's an absolute troll. Steady schedule. Normally it is a steady schedule, but having a few weeks off. This was week 1 of 5 of my sabbatical. And yeah, I feel by the end of 5 weeks I will be fully refreshed and ready to go again. But I was just shattered, chat. I've just felt overall like it's been a long time since I had a proper break. No, it's very quiet today, Stussy, compared to normal. Town centre is normally packed at this time of day. Like, you're kind of bumping into people every meter you're walking along. It's dead today. It's absolutely dead. $50 if you steal that girl's scooter. You savage cooking it. Wow. Wow. You don't want to see that. Card factory, yep. Classic British shops here. Britain. Don't forget, Stussy, that Gibraltar is technically a British overseas territory, my friend. That's why it's so easy to move here. If you have a British passport, boom, you can move here. It's dead easy. But of course, you've got that interesting mix of England and Spain in Gibraltar, and some other countries. I see some sort of Indian-looking shop there. Namaste. Oh, Pashmina, yes, there we go. We got like our Indian corner here. Some pashminas. Would you like a pashmina? How did Britain end up owning Gibraltar? Britain, my friend, then owned, what was it, 90% of the world at one point? Conquered the world. Imagine being conquered by such a small little island. How embarrassing. No, the pub is definitely open. I walked past the pub at the very start of the stream. Roland, we're definitely safe. That particular pub is very much open. But yeah, loads of them are shut, which I'm surprised at on a Sunday. I would have thought, particularly for the pubs, Sunday should be a crucial business day. So I'm really surprised that a bunch of them are closed. I'm American, we wouldn't know. We kicked English ass in 1776. Bring it on today! Cooking it, we'll kick your asses. No, in all seriousness, there's too much fighting and troubles in the world. Not that I want to delve too much into this topic, but I really wish everyone could just get along and, you know, we could have a nice enjoying neighbours world instead of things going on at the moment. That's all I'm prepared to say on that. But you get what I'm saying. It very much is Stussy, but I wish I'd moved here a long time ago, actually. Amsterdam, as nice of a city as it was, the weather was just naff. A lot of particular areas of Amsterdam felt a bit shady. Gibraltar is, yeah, total polar opposite, but in a very, very good way, I would say. No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, Pumpy. He's not wrong. It's definitely very opposite to Amsterdam, but in a very good way. It's peaceful today, Sushi, because like I say, it's normally a lot busier than this, particularly when there's like a lot of tourists here and stuff. You're just bumping. It's not as bad as Amsterdam town centre where it's just packed, but it's normally a lot busier than it is today. I'm really shocked it's so quiet around, actually. Not that I'm complaining, though. It's nice to have a little peaceful walk around. Oh, true, of course, that's it. That's his saying, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I thought you were going Jesus Christ because he'd said something strange or something. But no, that's just the Stooshy classic. Is it Sparksy? What do we think of the quality, boys and girls? I do have to say one thing I've noticed compared to the last phone. The last phone was really weird in that it sort of randomly refreshed the screen every so often, and I don't think it's done that at all today, so that's good. That's a very good start. But yeah, for anyone that is not aware, we're on a new phone. I managed to drop my old one and crack the screen, so I bought a new one. It's not an iPhone 6, it's a very cheap Samsung actually, Joro. I'm a loyal servant of the Samsung A blah 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 brands because they're just cheap and cheerful and do the job. So this was like 120 quid. And it does a great job. Tree. Hey Stooshy, how do you say this, by the way? How would you say this? Tree! Tree! Sounds like 3 there, Stooshy. Sounds like you're saying 3 there. Unbelievable. Hey, don't you be peepo leaving. You're about to miss the rock if you peepo leave, Stooshy, because we're at the end of the town centre. Which means I'm going to quickly show you the cable car station. I won't be going up it today, but I'll show you what it looks like. How we doing, Aaron? Good to see you, buddy. Having a nice walk around Gibraltar today. The weather is indifferent, actually. I thought it was going to be nicer than this, but it's not bad. Sadly, as you know, Luke Flower, we'd have to get permissions and such to do those things and film indoors and particularly film the game. So we can't be doing that, unfortunately. You're getting a spanking, Luke. I don't want a spanking. Oh, here we go. Is that a cannon? Well observed, Mr. Cookinit. There are many of these in Gibraltar. Because, of course, famously, Gibraltar, strategic location in the war. So yes, there are many cannons and such things around. This being one of a lot. It's never happening, Stocksy. Never happening, mate. But it's bigger than that. This is how we're going to beat you, Eddie Flew. We get the cannons out, mate. Get the cannons out and you ain't got a chance. We're at Southport Gates and Charles V Wall. Which Charles is King Charles, by the way? Because I'm assuming he's not that one. They wouldn't have updated this that quickly. The third? How have we got a 5th one here then? This one says Charles V Wall. What's that about? Yeah, that's very awkward. Is this predicting the future? Yeah. How peculiar. Why would they have a Charles V Wall when our current one is Charles III? Because there is no wall. No, but there is a wall, Pumpy. Look. This is the wall. These are the gates. There is definitely a wall here. What's that about? Charles V? How peculiar. We're gonna have to investigate that, chat. Maybe someone can get the Google open and find out why that is Charles V. If our current king is Charles III, that's very strange. That's very, very strange. United are gonna get a pump, no chance, Aaron. Listen, do you not remember that FA Cup match where we spanked Liverpool? Be ready for some more of that, mate. It's coming. Oh, we've got a nice little garden over here as well. Yeah, I mean, this is good quizzing knowledge. I'm genuinely curious as to why it said Charles V. Oh, here we go. Jorisar says Charles V was a Holy Roman Emperor and also the King of Spain. But to be extra confusing, as the King of Spain, he was Charles I. How very confusing, Joro. That's highly confusing. I hope so, JR betting. We'll see. The problem with Man United at the moment is you never know which one's going to turn up. Sometimes we have the spirited United that never give up, that somehow pull in these amazing comebacks. And then we have the United against Brentford that take the most shots that have ever been taken in a game. The Chelsea match was interesting because that one I thought we actually had some chances, but it kind of went a bit away at the end, unfortunately. Oh. So again, have a little look at the cable car station up here. Is it not reasonable to say at this point in the season that the priority is making sure that City don't win the league? That is a reasonable priority, Joro. The problem is we would have to group Liverpool in there as well, as they are nemesis, arch rivals. So I would say the priority is that we want Arsenal to win the league, actually, as a Man United fan. Sounds good, stop them both, yeah. As a Man U fan, I've got to say this. We don't want City to win it, we don't want Liverpool to win it. So we would like Arsenal to do the job, but unfortunately they tend to sort of bottle the job quite often. But we'll see, we'll see. I think you've got a very good manager there. I have to be very fair and say Arteta's done a cracking job. And I wish they'd given Solskjaer the chance to do the same, because I think Solskjaer was doing good things until they randomly got rid of him. I think Arteta's doing a very good job. I'm surprised that Xabi Alonso, while having the opportunity to potentially go to Liverpool, or he could have gone to Bayern Munich, has just been like, nope, I'm happy where I'm at and we're doing well here. Gonna stay. Because maybe he just doesn't get the chance to manage Liverpool again. I mean, who knows? I think so, honestly. I think Ollie was doing a very good job. And you can't judge one or two matches and say, oh yes, they lost by so much, get rid of him, get rid of him. That's not how the long run works. So yes, there were a couple of bad losses in there, but overall, the spirit was good, the direction was good. He signed a lot of good players. We had Academy coming through well with him as well. He knew the club inside out. He was there for 3 years, yes, and they extended his contract because over those 3 years he did a very good job. I thought his interview was very insightful, yes. For anyone that didn't watch the recent podcast with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Ian Wright, Solskjaer told the club, you can have Haaland. I'll give you Haaland, 3 million. They didn't listen to him. He told them he wanted Jude Bellingham. They didn't listen to him. Jude Bellingham was actually at Old Trafford to look around and potentially sign for United. Didn't listen. You know, Solskjaer knew exactly what he wanted for the club and who he wanted for the club. The problem was we have these people called the Glazers above him who just don't listen. And you may say I'm a bit biased because I'm a big Solskjaer fan, and I am, and I've got a Solskjaer top on at the moment, but nevertheless, I'm a big Man U fan, and I'm a big realist in general. And I just thought he was doing a very, very, very good job, and we should have kept him. You never know, average gamer. You never know. All I know is that you don't win anything if you keep sacking your manager every 2 years, which is unfortunately what we've done for the last 12 years, you don't win trophies like that. You'll win an FA Cup here or there, or a League Cup here or there. But aside from that, you're not winning anything. You have to pick your man and stand by your man. So that's what we need to do. Whether that man is Erik ten Hag, I don't know. I really don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the summer with Jim Ratcliffe and what he decides to do. But I think grand scheme of things, we need to find a plan and stick with it. You can't keep chopping and changing too much. We have a cable car coming down.
Buses charge you £4 stop, but we do 5 stops. Take you everywhere.
That is one manager I do not want back, Eddie. So that's your quick way to get to the top of the rock. It goes all the way up. We did walk through the botanical gardens last time, but we don't really have time for that today. But we'll definitely do that again at some point. In fact, we need to go in there at some point and do the little... They have like a little animals, like micro beasts thing that we didn't get to go to last time because it was closed already. We should do that at some point. We will do that at some point, for sure, for sure. That's what I'm saying, average gamer. And even actually, you know, I think we got rid of Mourinho a bit too quickly as well. I also think that having won the Europa League and generally the direction again looked pretty good. I thought we got rid of him a bit too swiftly as well. I thought all of them we got... Again, you're not going to win trophies if you keep chopping and changing every 2 years. So you've just got to pick somebody and stick with them. It's simple as that. Exactly, Doofus. Exactly. And again, we were qualifying for the Champions League under Ollie. Are we getting Champions League football now? No, we're not. When they sacked him, where were we? 3rd, 4th? And they're like, oh yeah, that's not good enough. Great, well now we're like 6th, 7th, you know? But you just can't get anywhere if you keep chopping and changing the manager. That's really the key. So come the summer, come these big changes that potentially might be made from Jim Ratcliffe, they just got to stick with someone. Find a plan and stick with it. Don't keep chopping and changing. Yeah, I thought Mourinho was obviously. I mean, obviously Mourinho is a very good manager. That should go without saying. Now the lack of patience from our mighty Glazers is pretty outrageous. Just wait for this to go past. And whether Ten Hag's the right man for the job, I don't know, Eddie. But he could be. He very well could be. I don't think he's doing, per se, a bad job. Let's put it that way. And he's been very unlucky with injuries. I mean, the amount of horrific injuries we've been having to key players, and particularly our defence. Our defence at the moment has been ravaged. Does anyone know the lineups for today, by the way? Who's actually playing defence today? Because just every single defender's been getting injured. Varane went off injured last game. Martinez is out for another month, apparently. Maguire went off injured. Johnny Evans came on as sub, then went off injured. You know, we've just been getting ravaged at the back. Does anyone have the lineups for today, and particularly who the centre-backs are? Well, that really has been a big problem this season, unfortunately. And obviously Luke Shaw's out for a long time. Malassi has been out all season. Our whole defence has just been ravaged this season. Is Camboila playing, Eddie Flew? Camboila, I'm guessing Camboila's in. He's an academy player, like 19-year-old French defender. He's actually pretty good. From the times I've seen him play, he's solid. But the problem is, if he's starting, then who on earth is our sub centre-backs? Maguire is in, okay. So Camboila, Maguire. So then who on earth is on the bench in terms of subs for the centre-backs? Yeah, Fergie was incredible. I think it doesn't matter who you support as a football fan. I think even the haters, even the Liverpool fans and the City fans, you've just got to admit that Fergie was a blooming good manager. And it shows you more and more. By the way, thank you for all of you tuning in. Lovely to see 40 of you on this fine Sunday. We'll be walking around for about another 45 minutes. At which time I got to go watch the footy match. Has Braz heard about P. Diddy? I did hear some P. Diddy things. I'll check out later, Pompey, when we get back. But I have heard some things the last few weeks. I saw the Rangers-Celtic match. Exciting finish. I'm not sure how UB Poker will be feeling, because on one hand, I think they kind of needed to win, but on the other hand, they were losing most of the second half, and I think he'll be kind of glad. We're going to see the sea very soon, actually, Prime. We are off to the marina. We're about 2 or 3 minutes away from the marina, where you will see all the sea. So stay with us, Prime. We're nearly there. And actually, whilst you're asking for the sea, we have a beautiful mural here, Prime. I wonder how long that took to do. Look at this. How's about that for the sea, Mr. Prime? Yeah. That is a beautiful mural. I'm not sure what that is actually, because there's doors there, but it's closed, so this is like the back of somewhere. But that is absolutely beautiful, that mural. How much is the car park? Should we take an inspection, Simon? I don't know actually. It does say pay parking, but I'm not sure how much you'd have to pay for that. Does it say here? No, it doesn't say there. I'm not gonna inspect further. But yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. And obviously you got the rock there in the background. Yeah, very nice. What do monsters eat for dinner? Fish and chips. Oh my lord. Did he pay channel points for that, chat? Did he pay channel points for that? Because annoyingly, I can't do anything on my phone. He did. Alright, we'll save that for the next stream, Eddie. It was a good effort. But that will be 10 minutes on the next stream. Yep. I can't see redemptions while I'm on the phone, so I don't know. Right, Prime, we are about to see the sea because the key is here. I got the key. I got the secret. Once we can actually get across. Looks a bit busy at the moment. How you doing? Right, after this one. After this one. I'm gonna get 10 minutes, but I'm also gonna get $250. Listen, Eddie Flew, you shut it with your bragging. We had a terrible season. Hey, and you may get you $250, but you know what you won't get, Eddie? You won't get the FA Cup. You won't get the FA Cup. Yeah, you walked right into that one, Eddie. Thank you. Alright, Mr. Prime, you wanted the sea. I can't fully give you the sea. I may have to walk up here, actually. I've never because it's like kind of by people's houses, I kind of assumed it might be a little bit rude to walk up there, but maybe it's not actually. There's no gate or something that says not. Let's give it a bash. I think we're fine. I think we're good. Oh, I tell you what, there's a big... Is that a Navy ship? Looks like a Navy ship. We're going to investigate, chat. So this is the Queensway Marina. You've got a lot of fancy boats here. You've also got some very fancy houses. I would expect these are going for a reasonable amount. But I do see in the distance we have a mega... Looks like a Navy boat, I want to say, but I would even go as far as say maybe a Navy warship or something. It's massive. But let's investigate. Quite the interesting sound of all the boats just going creaking along like. Can you hear the creaking, chat? I don't know if they're creaking loud enough for you to hear it. Do you hear it? We've even got a creaking platform here. Can you hear that, chat? Everything's just like simultaneously creaking. Alright, for those that were promised the sea, you're actually going to get the proper sea. I thought this walkway normally has like roped off or something. I've never seen it open before. Oh, I tell you what, chat, what a view we're about to get here though. Mr. Prime, you wanted the sea. Oh my goodness, do we have the sea here. Mr. JKY coming in with a follow. Thank you very much. You've joined us, Mr. JKY, just in time to see the sea. So in the background, we have the beautiful Rock of Gibraltar. We pan around and we can see the sea. And yeah, that thing looks massive. You've got the Spanish mountains in the background. Look at that. So, fun fact, Aaron. Gibraltar is a pretty common stopping off point for a lot of boats because A, you can't fuel enough in order to go like sort of America to Europe kind of thing, so this is like a stop-off point for a lot of boats. The fuel here is really, really cheap, which makes it a very advantageous stop-off point. And obviously there are military bases both here and in Cadiz, which is quite local to here. So also you get a lot of RAF ships and just general cruisers. I mean, you get some cruisers that will come and stop off as well. But as you can see, quite a lot of boats there, as well as what looks like a warship here. Can I get a close-up? I'll try. I'm on a new phone here, so I'm not sure how easy this is to zoom in. I'm going to look at my basic settings, but it's not looking promising. No, I don't think I can, unfortunately. Carlos, I'd love to, but touching stuff, and it's not even giving. No, spread fingers. No, that just does the chat. That just moves the chat. Oh no, wait, I can look. There we go. There we go. That is as close as it will let me go. I can't see the chat briefly, but that is as close as I can do you. How's about that? Perfect, that's a nice boat. Lovely, lovely. Is it good quality, even zoomed in? Oh, good. I'm hearing some very strange noises from over there, by the way. What is that? There's a bit of smoke bellowing from that one, and it was doing like a noise. Yeah, do you hear that? Oh, it's this one, yeah, this one. There. Is it going to do it again? Do it again, go on. I dare you. It's deciding not to. What are we saying, Mr. AK Jordan? I hope you're well, buddy. Having a little look by the sea here in Gibraltar. There's a lot of boats here at the moment. But that thing is massive, this one. This one's really caught my eye. That's a big one as well. How does our zoomed in view of the rock look, I wonder as well. It's a bit blurry. Oh yeah, there, that's better. It's like trying to focus into something. Have you ever been to the U-boat store? Where's that, Carlos? I don't think I have. I want to say. Now, how do I know when this is normal again? Is that normal size or is that half? I feel like that might be normal. Yeah, that's good. Oh, in Liverpool. I've been to Liverpool. Yeah, I went to college in Liverpool, mate. I definitely went by where the marina is in Liverpool. I'm not sure if I can walk around this area or if I gotta go back. Let's give it a try. We got half an hour. There is currently an apartment for sale at the marina, 2-bedroom, 2.2 mil, bargain. I'll have 10 of them. I'll take the whole row, Mr. Simon Miles. That's probably one of them. I've been dabbling a bit, Raj, yeah. Yeah, I chopped a Raz tournament the other day. I've been playing a little bit of mixed games poker off stream just to sort of get myself warmed up. And indeed, yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah, thank you so much. Go down which one? Oh, down that one? Does that go all the way round? Okay, thank you so much. Alright, thank you. There we go, apparently it's a dead end. You dropped half of your spaghetti down the sink. Oh dear, puppy. Oh dear, puppy. What are we going to do with you, puppy? But yeah, Scoop is coming. I'll be around for most of Scoop before I go to Rozvadov. So I would imagine I'll dabble a decent amount in the mixed games. Yeah, at least it wasn't all of it. Silver linings, eh, Pumpy? It could have been worse. Everyone cooks too much anyway. Yeah, you'll be fine, Pumpy. Unless you were cooking for multiple people, then maybe it could be a problem. I don't know. For real. Live betting odds of 8 to 1 that bras will fall in the water. Mr. Flue, do you see where the water is? Do you see where I am? What are the chances, Mr. Flue, when I'm nowhere near it? You silly Billy. You silly Billy. The bras is smart. Yeah, those are very bad odds. Speaking of odds, what are the odds on Man U today against Liverpool? Not sure I fancy our chances so much given our lacking central defence, but strange things have happened. Oh really? The bookies are a little bit wary. What is it on Man U today? 19 to 5, yeah, that's a bit stingy. Albeit at home still, at home. It's not wholly unreasonable. Yeah, that seems about right, actually. And given that Man U are very capable on any given day, it's probably not a horrible little punt, actually. Cheeky little 20 quid. And if they're on the day, you get 5 times your money back. Happy days. I would say that seems fairly reasonable. Liverpool are a banker at 6 to 10. There ain't no banker, mate. There's no such thing as a banker. Yeah, Bayern have been really struggling. And I saw again Tuchel's leaving at the end of the season. So they're having the same problem that we've been having, in that they're just not getting a stable manager. You need someone who's going to be there long term, that you know you have some stability, some sort of long-term project. And this is the problem with sacking your manager every couple of years, is you're just never going to get that. That's why Arsenal have done so well to get Arteta and to stick with him. It's the sensible thing. We really should have done that, like with Mourinho, with Oli. With someone, you just got to stick with them. It's not for another half hour, Eddie, you silly Billy. Starts at past, mate. I will be streaming literally up until the match. This is my walk to the pub to watch the footy. God, the Sunday roast out was so good as well, chat. I posted a picture on Twitter for anyone that didn't see today's roast. It was so much meat that I couldn't even get like half of it. The dude that was cutting the meat was like a brand new person, so he was just giving people like way too much. I had 4 different types of meat and I had like 3 omega slices of everything. It was just a bit excessive, but delicious. Fergie's on the board, why isn't he getting involved? I'm sure he is getting involved, Carlos. He definitely got involved in the Solskjaer appointment as well. For sure. And even actually when we got Moyes initially, it was like heavily backed by Fergie. So Fergie has been involved in quite a few of them. The problem is he's not the one that's making the decision to get rid of them, that's the Glazers. it's all well and good when you got your board and when you got your recommendations to actually get the managers in the first place, but ultimately to get rid of them, the decision tends to lie with the CEO and the Glazers, who just keep getting rid of people. That was a very fancy looking car for Gibraltar. I wouldn't think you need the most powerful engine to work your way around Gib. I should have taken some meat home with the sandwich. I don't know if they had like takeaway boxes or anything. Maybe I should have asked them actually. I had tons of meat left and it was really good stuff, to be honest. Maybe I should have asked them. Can I get across here? I think I can. Nah, let's go to the lights anyway. Why not? So I've got 25 minutes with you, chat, before we watch the footy. Oh, actually, the lights have just gone off, so let's sneak across. Got all these lovely walls around Gibraltar as well. But yeah, did anyone watch the Rangers-Celtic match? I caught a decent amount of the second half while I was eating my roast. It's pretty good, actually. Gibraltar looks stunning. It really is. It's a lovely place. So if you're a resident here, Prime, they're free. If you're not a resident, it's like £1.50 for £1.80 for a single journey. Oh, sorry. Thank you. More walls. Woes. We'll have a little walk through a little park ahead of us. Then we'll sort of curve back towards where we started. We'll go like a longer version. And I do have to say, it's clearing up, by the way. The sky is turning a bit blue. Yeah. Did end up being a nice day. It was like slightly overcast when we started. They do, Uncle Jack, so that's because when they cross the border, it would be very, very confusing if, having crossed the border, you then have to change sides of road. So that is for simplicity for the cars coming across, going back. Because otherwise, how would you even negotiate that? You'd have to have like some weird crisscross thing above, under. Yeah, it would be very confusing. Still disappointing though. You're not wrong. I get you there. We do it with France, yeah, but there's a big bit of water in between, Pumpy. So they start off on the left and they come out on the right, and you know, that's easy. But if you were trying to do that road into road, you would have to have some very weird above crisscross, maybe even like a little roundabout. It would be very confusing. But in France it's easy because you've got this huge body of water in between, so you start off left, you come out, and it's like, right, now you're right. If you were doing that on the road, you'd have to have some very weird road up, road down, crisscross. It would be very strange. So we've got a little park here. Commonwealth Park. We've got a little pond as well. I think last time I came here they'd redone the grass as well, so it looked like really, really fresh and clean on the other side. Are there any ducks? That's a fine question. I'm gonna guess I don't think so. I don't remember having seen ducks here before. There is a fish in there. I don't know if you can see clearly enough. Let me just hide the chat for a second. Can you see the fish? Oh, you can see that one, yeah. In the middle of your screen there. Fishy, fishy. There. But I don't think there's ducks. So those are just rocks in the middle. I'm gonna guess no for ducks. I don't remember having seen ducks here before. That's a baby shark, it is. Now it's a tiny pond. Tiny pond. How we doing, Dancha? Good to see you, buddy. Got a little platform there for performances. That's obviously my my live karaoke plinth, which we'll be performing on later. Oh my, that is a massive bee. Jeez. Can you see that? That is huge. That is a huge bee. That was like the size of one of my fingers. Jeez. Yes, Dancha. Gotta get a bit of fresh air, man. Gotta touch grass. And generally this is what we're having a break for, you know, to get some fresh air and to just generally have some relaxation. It's important. I've been streaming, and particularly playing poker and streaming just a lot lately. And I don't remember the last time I had an actual break. So it's good, it's good. And I'll be off to England for 2 weeks as well, as from 2 weeks today, 21st, up until 4 weeks today. So I'm going to be in my hometown for 5 nights or 6 nights, I want to say, and then we're in London for the rest. So it'll be a nice overall break that we're having. Good 5 weeks, much needed. I love how most people go on holiday in order to go to somewhere that's nicer weather. Me, in the meanwhile, I already have nicer weather, and then I just want to go home where it's cold and miserable and probably wet. But hey ho. Yes, thank you. You got to do it, mate. You got to do it. And that's the thing with streaming so much, with playing so much poker online. I just haven't been getting out as much as I should be. So I want to get some exercise and just generally chill. Played a bit at the casino the other night as well, and won, which was nice. Oh, you went to Morocco! You didn't tell us you were visiting Bad Mod there, Mr. Dancha. How was it? They've had some indifferent weather in Morocco the last few weeks, actually. I know when we had stormy weather, I think like a week ago here, it was very, very stormy also in Morocco. So you might have had some funky weather there. Big culture shock, yeah, it's going to be very different to the Netherlands, of course. You could have visited me as well, Dancha. We're just across the water from Morocco. You could have come said hello. Oh, you got good weather, you're lucky. Because last week it was really, really, really stormy. And I played football last Saturday. I got absolutely drenched. So you're very lucky. the jump from the airplane was a bit too high. You could have asked him for a little stop off. Just tell him you just want a little drop off at Gibraltar. I'm sure they'd have done that for you. And where in the Netherlands are you based at, by the way, Dantje? More glorious views of the Rock from distance. Close to Eindhoven. And how's the weather there at the moment, Dantje? Because I remember Amsterdam being generally pretty cold. But when it was hot, it was like too hot. It was sticky. It was there. Not nice. Not nice heat. The sun failed to come out. I mean, it's April, bro. It'll come. Give it another couple of months. You'll get there. I'm trying to think of my walking route. Where do we want to go from here? I got 15 minutes. I think I want to go this way, actually. We'll cut sort of behind the town. Ah, that's very wise of you, Dantje. I remember one day in particular streaming from Amsterdam where it was so ridiculously hot and I didn't have any like air conditioning, as you don't tend to have in Amsterdam. You don't really need it. And it was so hot, and after half an hour I had to end the stream, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I just can't play poker and stream in this. It was disgusting. It was like 35 degrees, but I think the humidity was 80 or 85% or something. And it was too much. It was too much. So I went to the karaoke bar because we did have air conditioning at the karaoke bar. Karaoke bar, we needed air conditioning because when it gets packed, it gets really disgustingly hot in there. And we had quite a small venue as well, so like we needed air conditioning. So yeah, I just went to the karaoke bar for the night, cooled myself down, drank some cool beers, sang some songs, some cool songs. Yeah, I don't blame you, Dantje. And the thing is, anyone that's like from America or different places, they probably look at the temperature and they're just like, oh, that's nothing. Try and experience it yourself, and you understand what it is. Yeah, it's not nice when it gets like that. Oh, we've got more cannons, chat. Oh, this is a huge one. Look at this one, chat. These 4 Russian guns captured in the Crimea. I'll tell you what, we could do with capturing a few more of them now, potentially. This would be a good time. 54 to 56. Presented to Gibraltar by the British government in 1858. And this is a monster. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this. This is huge. Jeez. I got another one over there. I think that's part of the matching pair. Over there. There you go. Or maybe I should have gone round the back though. So I've run out of pavement here. So let's go over here. You should blag yourself a test drive at the Jaguar. I don't actually have an active driving license. It's been so long since I've driven. I would need to update my license because obviously they expire every 10 years. It's been a long time since I needed it. Buy yourself a Jaguar. I mean, we can run a dono goal, chat. Should we run a dono goal for a Jaguar? See how that goes. How much do they go for these days? I'm sure we could raise that on the channel. given that I have so many wealthy donors. Uncle Jack, of course, could just literally buy me a Jaguar if he wanted to. I'm sure he would, Uncle Jack. Nah, it'd be wasted on me, to be honest. Jib is so tiny. I have my bicycle, and my bicycle gets me around when I want to. And obviously we have the buses here. I have no need for a Jaguar. It would be wasted. Oh, let's look at this reverse parking. Can he nail the 3-point turn / reverse into the space? Oh, he's overshot it there. Yeah, he's hit the curb, I'm afraid. Yeah. Failed reverse parking. So we're going just a bit past the blue building in the distance. That is actually a fail, yes. If you do any parking of sorts and touch the curb. Actually, I think it's if you mount the curb. So I actually, the one minor fault that I got in my test was doing a 3-point turn. Most stupid thing to get a minor for. And I touched the curb. If you touch the curb, it's a minor. If you mount the curb, it's a major. So he would have got away with it there, actually, providing he did not continue. Yeah, so it's only if you touch the curb, minor. If you mount the curb, then you get a major fault for that. And yeah, I was annoyed at myself. It's such a stupid thing to get the fault for. Everything else was flawless on my test. Passed first time as well, chat. I was 17. Passed first time. Ahead of my two sisters, who were 7 and 8 years older than me, had taken their test already multiple times and failed their test multiple times. And me at 17 years old, first timer, passed. The shame for my sisters. But they got there in the end. Maybe for reverse parking it's different. It could be. Because that one was more of a sidewaysy curb touch as well. You might be right. You might be right. I passed on April Fool's Day. Imagine my face when he said I'd passed. Well, why would you take it on April Fool's Day then, Pumpy? Knowing that he could whip in the old, you passed, oh wait, April Fool. Or even the other way, Pumpy. He could have told you failed first. And then gone, ha, April Fool's, you passed really. That would have been better, actually. Why didn't he do that? He should have been non-professional and joked and said you failed. That would have been much more fun. I didn't pick it. I booked it. They gave me that day. Yeah, but you could have turned around and said, no, I don't want it on April Fool's Day. He's going to be mean to me. Predict the meanness. By the way, it's Hardgain here today. Because obviously we've seen Uncle Jack. We've seen Bad Mods, both retaining their stream streaks. But what about Hardgain? Did Hardgain manage to retain the streak today? Someone was drunk when painting lines on the road. Which ones? No, they're zigzagged. They're intentionally zigzagged, Sparksy. These ones are straight. But there were some intentional zigzaggy ones. I don't know what the zigzag indicates. Oh, hello. We have a new friend here. I have an exclusive stream interview with Mr. Gull. Hello, Mr. Gull. What are we saying? Talk to us. Yes. It's good to have you on the stream, sir. Are you enjoying your day today? No comment. Okay. That was Mr. Gull, chat. We got one comment out of him, Bumpy. We got a little wow. By the way, petrol prices in Gib. This is why you move here. What do we have in Britain for these, chat? Unleaded 1.1, diesel 1.1. How much you paying in England for those? Because that is why a lot of boats stop over here. Petrol in Gib is very, very cheap compared to UK. What are you paying these days, guys, in UK? 1.1 diesel here, 1.1 unleaded. What are you looking at? Talk to me. I think the last time I looked when it was in the UK, I want to say I think it's like 1.4 or 1.5-ish. Something like that. It is over 1.4, yeah. I figured it was quite a bit more at the moment. So that's another prime reason to move to Gibraltar, chat. Cheap fuel prices. If you're looking to fuel up your boat, hey, that's a lot of fuel you can save there. A lot of money. 150 for you, Aaron. Jeez. Yeah, so it's considerably cheaper here. Anyone want a Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut just down there. Yeah, London's just crazy. Not just London in general, though. It's UK. It's like, because again, they charge you tax on fuel tax, alcohol tax, cigarettes tax, everything tax. And in Gib, that's the difference. There is no fuel tax. There is no booze tax. There is no ciggies tax. So you want it all cheaper? Come here, no tax. It is crazy when you think about it as well, that like, you work a job, you pay your tax on your money. But you don't just pay your tax there. You pay your tax on your ciggies, on your booze, on your shopping, on your value added, everything. It's crazy. You get taxed like multiple times on the same money. Silliness. Anyway, it is 5 minutes to the kickoff, so I'm gonna soon bid you adieu. But we're going just over there behind the blue building to our pub, back to our starting point. Oh, by the way, we've got a nice overview of the city centre here. It's looking fairly busy in the pubs, the bars that are there. Yeah. Thank you, Simon. I suspect we'll need it. I'm actually glad that I got to watch the second half of the Chelsea match, because I saw it was 2-0 early on. I was a bit late to the party, and I was like, oh, well, there's no point watching it then. We're probably just dead. All of a sudden, I see it's 2-2, and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe this is fun. So I watched the second half, and my goodness, what a crazy match. Crazy second half that was. Sadly didn't quite end the way I wanted it to, but entertaining nevertheless. Thank you, Hug. I'm nearly done for my walk around actually. We're gonna go and watch the Man United Liverpool match in about 4 minutes. So I'm just walking to my final destination, which is a bar just behind those blue buildings. So you got about 5 minutes left with me for today. I don't know when the next IRL will be. It might actually be a UK one. It might be from my hometown, but we'll see. If you want to see the beautiful Rock of Gibraltar one more time. Oh, we got the castle there as well, chat. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes. Singing to Tiny Dancer. Did you have to do a theory test? Yes, I did. And I passed that first time as well. I think you had to get 30 out of 35 and I got 31. You can, Pumpy. I've been on top of the castle with Jorisar. Jorisar will confirm. The last time he was here and he visited, we were on top of the castle, Pumpy. Well, that's fine, Sausage, because I am the king of Gibraltar, so obviously I am entitled upon my castle. That's my weekend home, actually. This is called Brasingham. The Queen has Sandringham, or at least had Sandringham before she passed away. God save the Queen. But yeah, this is Brasingham Castle, where I reside over the weekend. To be honest, you wouldn't want to reside there. It's a bit empty. It's a bit unfurnished. It's a bit drab. It wasn't really quite the spectacle it looks like from the outside. From the outside, it looks very nice. From the inside, not so much. It was a bit bare. Yeah, rest in peace, Lizzie. Still feels weird, like whenever you got any events and you're singing God Save the King, it feels so strange to be singing God Save the King instead of God Save the Queen. It doesn't feel right. I wonder how many people still slip up and sing Queen instead. Fun facts though, because I'm from Lancaster, our traditional thing is actually to sing Duke instead of Queen, because whoever is the reigning monarch of England, they are also the Duke of Lancaster. So we don't have to change it actually. We still get to sing Duke regardless. But yeah, so that's where we're off to. We started there, we finished there. I do like how a lot of Gib has like green things on the outsides of buildings. I feel like this just makes things generally look a bit nicer, you know? And obviously when you got the buildings up on the rock itself, when they got this sort of foliage on the outside, it's just like camouflaged in a sense. It's very nice. I'm gonna sneak across here. Anyone want a Ford? Nice Ford Focus? Anybody? So final thoughts, chat. How has the quality of the stream been in terms of the picture, the sound? Because it's a brand new phone that I'm streaming off today. It's like a different make as well. Was it better than what we've had before? Because I will be using this kind of setup for our IRL poker streaming coming up next month from Rosvedov, which should be excellent. I did use my gimbal, yes. Yeah, so you'll obviously notice it was very smooth today, Simon. In terms of me walking, very stable, very smooth. But when we're doing the IRL streams, I have a little tripod that I bought. So the gimbal's just a bit too bulky for the poker tables, but the new tripod that I got is perfect. The zoom was good too. Excellent, excellent. It'll do the job perfectly. I love to hear that. Because like I say again, cheap and cheerful phone. It's a Samsung A something something something. It was like one of the newer models, but not the brand newest. 120 quid. Fantastic. Does the job. Good, that's what we like to hear. Well, I have to say, chat, it's been a pleasure. You got the boat there, by the way, the Sunborn. We didn't do a full tour of that today, but we've been there before. The pub is about 2 minutes away, at which point I will bid you all adieu for the weekend. Hopefully there will be a good football result today. I'm bravely wearing my Man United shirt in hopes of good things. Oh, I can see a Liverpool shirt as well. The girl waved at the camera. Oh, whoops! I didn't see that. I missed that. So if you never need any food here, chat, you got the Wagamamas here. There's a Pizza Express. Afterwards, you've got a bunch of restaurants down here. And we are off to the Ivy Sports Bar to watch the footy. I wonder what all these garlands are out for, though. Maybe this is like for Easter. Can't think what else it would be for. It probably is for Easter. Yes, Pumpy, yes. And hopefully a good match to be had from the mighty Man United. And not a bad match from the awful Man United, as I've seen a few times this season. So I'll quickly switch across to the Twitch app and see if I can find someone for us to raid. I'm assuming there is a wide range of people on. This is where we're going. We've actually got quite a nice view from the bar itself as well. Because again, we're kind of by the seaside. Oh, we can even see the sunburn from here. Lovely. Lovely, lovely.
I think that's a sensible approach. I mean, listen, you could argue that, you know, yellow card's a yellow card, but certainly...
There you go. You do get a view of the sunburn. No, I can't, Teddy, because like I said, I got to watch the footy, mate. And I can't stream the footy. And equally, I think the phone is getting towards the end of its battery / Wi-Fi life as well. But we've had a good hour and a half together, chat. It's been a nice day today. So I'm going to very quickly switch to the Twitch app. Bear with me 1 second.